This is Jacob Levins, and I'm responding to Alex Lopez's discussion from September 28th. I agree with your stance on does the media we consume shape our adulting. You said both yes and no, because while it does, it also does not, because it doesn't matter whether or not the adult watches Star Wars or Scooby-Doo. That's just part of their creativity that they still have in them from their childhood. That doesn't mean that they're not adults yet. I like how you state that our media preferences add to our identity, because that's very true. If all adults were only interested in mature literary vegetables, then we would just have a boring society with non-creative people, and everyone would be the exact same. You state that we don't need to eat our literary vegetables, but if we didn't do that, what would adulthood look like? I believe that there should be an equal balance between literary vegetables and young adult fiction, so that we both don't lose our creativity and we keep our sense of the real world. So we do need some literary vegetables, which is one place where I disagree with you. You claim that masculinity is a charade that men put on to fit in. Well, this may be correct in some situations where some men don't feel comfortable with themselves. I believe a man is a person who has masculinity traits, and it's the loss of the traits that fit into certain people and their gender that has caused the decline of adulthood. Now to part 2 of this discussion. Graham's against young adult fiction makes similar claims as A.O. Scott when she asserts that the young adult fiction is inappropriate for adults to read and that grown-ups should be ashamed about reading anything besides serious literature. Do I agree with her stance? I do not agree with her stance, because I believe that adults, like I stated before, need that sense of creativity in their life that they had as a child. I think it's very important and vital to our living, to having a world that's not just plain boring. And I believe her argument fits into the discussion of adulting perfectly, because it shows a certain stance of the people who believe that adulting requires complete maturity on all levels, which unfortunately is something I don't believe in.